Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guys' pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On play action. Now Carr. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And with the play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game backs them up 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They run it for the 1st time with Tony Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr going to throw. And incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Throw for it on fourth down. He's got him in, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Raiders 7. Marr to kick off the Cowboys.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks are told us ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here for their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pollard going to try the right side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On third down, it's Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the fourth quarter, drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 32. First down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And he's caught downfield. It's Waller.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 29, Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to run now. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw his Carr. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Throwing his Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Dak. Open man layup. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the...
And that's caught
Good
inside
shit.
the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
Look on my pick. Look on my pick.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Hold on, Jack. What you want, man?
Than just your typical NBA game. It's pretty standard now.
So about Web3, I know you guys have a Web3 project, Forever Experience, Action Token?
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that?
Well, you know, when NFTs came out, a lot of